What's going on, players, haters, and mama makers? It's your least favorite duelist here, back with another video. Today, we're just going to be surfing the web. Sorry for the weird interface. I'm on the phone. So, let's just get into it. So, the new mini box coming out is called Soul of Resurrection. You got the big, goofy dragon right there. So, it's going to be coming out in a few hours. I decided to do this while the server is down. So let's just get into this. Might be a two-parter, but we'll see. So we have Dragon Necro. Dragon Necro Nether Soul Dragon. Must first be fusion summoned. Monsters cannot be destroyed by battle with this card. At the end of the damage step, if this card battled a monster that has an original level, that monster's attack becomes 0. Also, if that monster is still face up on the field, special summon one Dark Soul token, the Dark Soul. Zombie type, blah, blah, blah. When it's summoned, its level and attack become equal to the original level and attack of that monster. You can only control one Dragon Necro Nether Soul Dragon. It's a 3000 attacker, 0 defense. So the nice thing about this card here is you could get a bunch of bodies on the field. I think it's very weak. I mean, it's kind of weaker than a Blue Eyes if you're attacking directly with this guy. But if there's monsters on the field, it's pretty nice. It's pretty weak against Cocytus. Although it'll turn Cocytus to 0 attack. But, and you'll get like a 1800 attack token, which doesn't really do anything. But it is what it is. I might try it out if I pull it with maybe like Vendreads or something cool like that. I don't know. But for right now, it's got something to be desired, in my opinion. It can easily set you up for like a Tretch by accident once you bring out your other token. It's bad against like Walladi. So it is what it is. It's a niche thing. Okay. I've been trying to pronounce this word Shirani. Shinui. Shirani. So I'm just gonna say Soldier Boy. So it's the Soldier Boy Squire Saga. It's a zombie synchro. It's generic, just needs 1 and 1. And you can only special summon one of these per turn. Once per turn, you can banish one face of monster you control or in your graveyard. Then apply these effects in sequence depending on what the monster was before it was banished. If it was any of these. Zombie, you can have all monsters you control gain 300 attack. Fire, destroy one spell or trap card on the field. Synchro, destroy one monster. So if you were to banish one of these, you can pop all 3. It's a cool little thing. Maybe like Zombie World Synchro will be a thing, potentially. Maybe not. It only banishes in your graveyard. But it's I like the artwork. It's really fancy. It's kind of weak. It's only got 2100 attack, potentially 300. But the destruction is really nice. It doesn't target. So that's awesome. All right. So we got Regeki Break. Discard one card, then target one card on the field, destroy it. So it's some spot removal. This would probably be good with like I can see this in Vendreads and not Dark World. Just stuff that wants stuff in the graveyard. Even maybe Dark Lords could probably run it. You could discard one of your Dark Lords spell and trap cards and do that. So that's a thing. It's an okay card. So we got Vulcan the Divine. He's a level 6 Beast Warrior. Generic synchro. So when he's synchro summoned, target one face-up card you control and one face-up card your opponent controls. Return those targets to the hand. But for the rest of the turn, you cannot activate those cards or effects of cards with the same name as those returned by the hand by this effect. You can only use this effect once per turn. I think this might be some support for Fire Fist, because they use a lot of continuous spell and trap cards, so that's kind of cool. That's about all I gotta say about it. Yeah. All right, we got Soldier Boy Solitaire. He's a level 4 zombie, fire. So if you were to look up here with the other soldier boy, zombie and fire. So if you were to banish this guy right here, you can destroy a trap card and gain 300 attack. So his effect reads, you contribute 1 zombie type monster, special summon 1 zombie type tuner with 0 defense from your deck. If this card is banished, you can target one of your banished soldier boys, except this one, or up to 2 if a soldier boy style synthesis is on the field. Special summon them. You can only use each effect once per turn. So they have a field spell. I did read this box a little bit ahead of time. It seems like it's gonna be a really cool. It's striking me like it's a Vendread deck, but instead of ritual summoning, you're synchro summoning. So, because with like the banishing of the zombies and stuff, so it seems pretty cool. Not bad. All right, we got Soldier Boy Squire. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon 1 Soldier Boy Spectral Sword monster from your hand or deck. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn, except zombie monsters. If this card is banished, you can draw 1 card and then discard 1 card. So same thing, it's a zombie fire. So it's 300 attack and destroy a trap card with the synchro. And you get to draw. So you get to dig a little bit deeper with your deck, which is cool. I think you'd probably run 3 of these for sure, depending on how that Spectral Sword is. But we'll get into that. We got Red Resonator. It's a tuner, Fiend Tuner. When it's normal summon, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower monster from your hand. When this card is special summoned, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field, gain life point equal to its attack. You can only use this effect once per turn. So it's an instant level 6, pretty much. There's like a Dark Dragon Synchro, which I'm pretty sure that this goes with. So it's not bad. I think you can run it with the Soldier Boys. So you can go into level 6, because like this guy up here is, he's level 7. Never mind. All right, we got Mystic Tomato. You've probably seen this a million times when you do the Ubel event. So this is Ubel support right here. So it's when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 dark monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck and face up attack position. Pretty much Ubel. That's all I can think of. Ubel. Ubel, I bell, we all bell. Zombie Masta. Once per turn, you can send 1 monster from your hand to the graveyard, then target 1 level 4 lower zombie type monster in either player's graveyard. Special summon that target. This card must be face up on the field to activate and resolve this effect. So this is pretty weak to Tretch, because this card has to be face up on the field. Any kind of destruction, it's going to interrupt the plays with this thing, so you're just going to end up discarding a card. But even then, there is a lot of plays once this thing starts popping off. You could go into synchros, you can go into a bunch of other stuff. So with the zombie deck, it'll probably be a 3 of for sure. The next card is like weird because like I read it before and I couldn't understand. So it's called Jester Confit. You can only control 1 of these per turn. You can special summon this card from your hand in attack position. If summoned this way during your opponent's next end phase, target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, return both that target and this face-up card to the hand. The reason why I'm confused by it, because it says during your opponent's next end phase. The thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is sometimes the wording is weird. I'm guessing, because I'm assuming that, like, let's say you special summon this, like, if you can, during the end phase of their turn, can it bounce, like, during that same end phase, or do you have to wait till the next one? So we'll have to play around with it and see how it works. Because if it bounces on the same turn, that'll be awesome. If it doesn't, then it's kind of not that good. Okay, and then we got some assault mode support, which is awesome because assault mode needs some help right now. Like I said I did a box review on the new structure deck, and I just kind of felt like it needs a couple things. There's a lot of bricky cards that you can get with the assault mode structure deck, and this is something to help it. So this is a quick play spell. You contribute one synchro monster, special summon from your hand one assault mode monster whose name includes attributed monsters. This special summon is treated as a special summon with assault mode activate. So it's the same thing, okay, as a trap card. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, set one assault mode activate directly from your hand or deck. It can also be activated this turn, and you can only use each effect once per turn. This is a must-have for like just playing pure assault mode. This is for sure, and it's really awful that it's in a box. This should have been with the structure deck, for sure, for sure. But great card for assault modes. We got Book of Life. This is an old school card. Target one zombie monster in your graveyard and one monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon the first target and banish the second. So some zombie support. This would be good against stuff like assault mode. You can banish their assault beast. You could also what else can you do? You know, play some Vendreads, I guess. Bring back your Slayer. Why not? Got Dragon's Mirror. This is an ability with Sir Chaz. So it just reads, fusion summon one dragon type fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion materials listed on it from your field or graveyard. So this kind of goes hand in hand with this card here and the Soldier Boys, because when they get banished, they do stuff. So it might all kind of like work together into one, potentially. All right. So that's all the super rares and the ultra rares. Let's go to the rares. And we got a lot of Soldier Boys to go through. So let's... You over there. Anyways, I'm super lame. So this is Soldier Boy Shogun Saga. If this card is special summoned, which is very, very nice. Okay, it says special summoned. It doesn't need to be synchroed or anything. Just special summoned. You can banish one zombie type monster from your graveyard. This card's attack gains attack equal to the banished monster's original attack until the end of the turn. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target one of your banished zombie type monsters with 0 defense, return it to the graveyard. And you can only special summon this guy once per turn. So it can't float into itself. You can use it to banish like your other synchros and then float into another synchro, which is kind of cool. So that's pretty nice. There's a lot of banishing with zombies, apparently. So we got Soldier Boy Sun Saga. So it's a level 10 synchro. It needs zombie, tuner, and non-tuner. So if this card is special summoned, you can return any number of your zombie type synchro monsters that are banished are in the graveyard to the extra deck. Then you can destroy cards your opponent controls equal to the number of cards returned. If a zombie type monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish one Soldier Boy monster from your graveyard instead, and you can only special summon this once per turn. So another really good card. I think this archetype is going to be pretty cool. I don't know. This is asking a lot to get a level 10 out, but hopefully like there is some special summoning in here, so maybe it'll do something to help it bring this guy out, because this is probably your boss monster here. He's got 3,500 attack. Yeah. You're probably gonna run like level augmentation or something with this deck. I'm guessing. And the same thing as like the other one, it's on special summon, which is really, really good. Okay. And it doesn't target. That's nutty. All right, we got Phantasmal Lord Ultimil Bish Balkan. He cannot be synchro summoned, must be special summoned from your extra deck by sending 2 level 8 or higher monsters you control with the same level to the graveyard, 1 tuner and 1 non-tuner, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. So it's one of those weird like I don't want to say like alternate win conditions because it doesn't say win the game, but let's keep reading. It cannot be destroyed by card effects. This card gains 1,000 attack for each monster on the field. Once per turn during either player's main phase, you can special summon the same number of Uzumaki tokens. There is 0 attack and defense on each player's field in defense position, so as to summon as many as possible. Also, this card cannot attack for the rest of the turn. So you can just fill up your opponent's board with a bunch of garbage, like level 0s, or level 1/0/0s. And if you put piercing on this guy, that's like a 6,000 pierce, because it's for each monster in the field. So it'll be a cool card to play around with, but it doesn't seem very viable to me, because you need a level 8 tuner at least, which I don't think there's any right now, but I don't know. So we got Ascension Sky Dragon. So it's a generic synchro. It's a level 10. So if this card is synchro summoned, it gains 800 attack for each card currently in your hand. When this card you control is destroyed by your opponent's card by battle or card effect and sent to your graveyard, if all monsters that were used for it, the synchro summon of this card are in your graveyard, you can special summon all of them, but their effects are negated. You can only use this effect once per turn. So if you have 3 of these, you could just keep floating once per turn into this. It's got a pretty big booty. It's 3,000 attack. I would say on average it's going to have like 2,400 attack and 3,000 defense booty. So it's got a thick butt. You know, it's a nice looking butt on that thing. I don't really see it being played though. We got Underground Arachnid. So this one, when I was looking at it, it reminds me if you ever played Dark Souls. It looks like Craig Marion. So this is needs 1 Dark Tuner and 1 non-tuner insect. So if this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate any spell or trap cards until the end of the damage step. Once per turn, you can select 1 face-up monster your opponent controls and equip it to this card. If this card would be destroyed by battle, you can destroy the monster equipped to this card by its effect instead. You can only have 1 equip at a time. I think this is another cool thing to play around with, like some insect synchro. Maybe we'll see Weevil Burn again with this and just be really annoying. It's got like what's it called? Ancient Scrap Dragon effect. So it's pretty cool. All right, so here's Spectral Sword. So this is Soldier Boy Spectral Sword. It's a zombie tuner. If this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 non-tuner zombie type monster in your graveyard, banish both it and this card, and if you do, special summon 1 zombie type synchro monster from your extra deck whose level equals the total levels of those 2 monsters. You can only use this effect once per turn. So this is a way to bring out your really big Soldier Boy and Superman them. So you got your level 10 here. I think this guy's level 8. So if you banish this one and Spectral Sword, you can make your level 10. Pretty cool. Probably gonna definitely be a 3 of for sure. Okay. So then we have Soldier Boy Spirit Master. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon 1 Shinori monster from your hand or graveyard, except this one, but banish it when it leaves the field. If this card is banished, you can target 1 face-up card your opponent controls, destroy it. You can only use this effect once per turn. So another way to you can bring out your tuners, and you can bring out your synchros, and it doesn't negate its effects. So that's pretty good. I'd probably say this is like a 1 to 2 of in this deck. Around there. It's got some good abilities. All right, we got Soldier Boy Samurai. During either player's turn, you can banish 1 zombie type monster from your graveyard. This card gains 600 attack, and if it does, banish any monster that battled this card after damage calculation. These effects last until the end of the turn. If this card is banished, you can target 1 Soldier Boy monster in your graveyard, except this one, and add it to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. So he can get up to 2,400, and then he's kind of like a DD Assailant. So that's pretty good. Probably like a 3 of, I would, maybe. So we got Soldier Boy, Spectral Sword Shade. You contribute this card, then target 2 of your banished zombie monsters, including a Soldier Boy, except this one, special summon them in defense position, but their effects are negated. And you can only special summon zombie monsters, and you can only use this effect once per turn. This is another way, just like this guy up here. So this one makes synchros out of the graveyard, and then this one can make synchros on the field from the banish pile. So they go hand in hand. Like I said, awesome artwork on this. Cool artwork. Oh wow, we got a lot of assault modes. I didn't even notice that. So we got a Doom Kaiser Dragon assault mode. So he can only be summoned with assault mode. When this card is special summon any number of zombie type monsters from either player's graveyard to your side of the field. Those monsters' effects are negated and they are destroyed during the end phase. When this card on the field is destroyed, you can special summon one Doom Kaiser Dragon from your graveyard. He's got 2,900 attack. He's a big boy. So there could be like a zombie assault mode deck. That's pretty cool. I think compared to like the Red Eyes one, not as strong. The Red Eyes one just blows up every monster. This one like special summons them. Actually, if you have Zombie World out with this card, it could get pretty nutty. You can have a bunch of big boys and just whack people in the face. But you need a little bit more setup than the Red Eyes one. So we got Arcanite Magician Assault mode. So he's 900 attack, 2,300 defense. So same thing, has to be summoned with assault mode, and you have to have Arcanite Magician out. When this card is special summoned, place 2 spell counters on it. This card gains 1,000 attack for each spell counter. You can remove 2 spell counters from this card to destroy all cards your opponent controls. Damn.
Ravioli.
Maybe. Damn. I like this one. Okay. So the thing that all the assault modes do is that they need like a synchro. You use the trap card or the spell card to bring these guys out from your hand or deck, and then they float into the synchro after. Pretty cool card, I gotta say, on this one. Because Assault Arcanite Magician is like pretty OP when you get like a bunch of counters on it. You'll blow up the whole board. But this one only, you can remove like just the 2 and blow up the entire field. So it saves you a bunch of trouble. And then you can actually like, let's say you use Arcanite Magician to blow up a bunch of cards, and then those cards float into other stuff. You could go into this one and blow up even more stuff. That's pretty neat. All right, we got Ghost Shiran, the underworld boatman. So this is a Greek mythology thing. So it's a zombie tuner, level 2. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no other monsters, you can target 1 fusion monster in your graveyard, banish both this card from the field and that target, and if you do, special summon 1 dragon type synchro monster from your extra deck whose levels equal the total levels of those 2 monsters. Original level if face down. You can only use this effect once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate this effect, except dragons. It's very specific. It's obviously for the fusion monster, the main guy. But I don't know. I don't think it's very good. Alright, we got the field spell for our soldier boys. We got that Soldier Boy style synthesis. Once per turn, if you control no monsters, you can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, then activate one of these effects. Target 1 zombie type monster with 0 defense in your graveyard, special summon it. Jeez. Target 1 of your banished zombie type monsters with 0 defense, return to the graveyard. and you can only activate this once per turn. Um, it's like a comeback card. You're probably gonna run 3 of them because there's like that card that combos into it really well. Um, it's got a nutty hand. Like it's got like a more powerful like Vendred Knight mechanic where you're discarding because you can special summon any zombie type with 0 defense. I could see this in Vendreds also, just bringing back your ritual monsters. Hmm. Because a lot of your zombie ritual monsters and Vendreds have 0 defense. You're really beefy guys, and it doesn't negate the effects. That's pretty powerful. I think it'll be really good in Vendreds. All right, we got assault counter. Activate only while you control an assault mode monster. Negate the activation of a spell, trap, or effect monster's effect and destroy it. Requires some setup, but if you have an assault beast out, assault mode, and this thing's set, this is a freaking uh judgment. That's freaking nuts. It's just like the Yosenju thing. It needs some setup, but you probably run like one of these, I think, because you could probably search for it with your Psy Reflector, I believe, and then you'll be off to making people rage quit. We got Cherry Yamato. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon up to 2 Yamato monsters from your deck. The monsters special summoned by this effect cannot be used as synchro materials this turn. I've never played Yamato. I have a bunch of those other cards, but I never played it. We got Skelosaurus. It's a Gemini. I don't even want to read it. Anyways, so when you Gemini summon it, it becomes a Earth Dinosaur. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can special summon that monster to your field in defense position, and if you do, it becomes zombie. It's not going to be used. Got Pyramid of Wonders. All zombie type monsters you control gain 200 attack for each monster your opponent controls. If exactly one zombie type monster you control would be destroyed, you can send this card to the graveyard instead. I'm tired of saying Vendreds, but maybe when you use Vendred Evolution, I really like Vendreds. So you can use this to stop your evolution from blowing up your ritual monster. Sure. All right, and then off to the normals. We got just a few left, so just hang on, guys, and then I'll give my review. All right, we got Soldier Boy Samurai Saga. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can target one of your banished zombie type monsters, shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, change to defense position all monsters your opponent controls with attack less than or equal to that monster's. If this card is banished, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. It loses 500 attack. It can only be special summoned once per turn. So it's got like a Crystron Amatrix ability that's like any turn. That's pretty cool. And then you can weaken a monster, which I'm pretty sure you don't really use that ability. With the main Soldier Boy at the very top, you can do some pretty nasty damage. So you could blow up a monster, a trap card, gain 300 attack, and then when this one's banished, have a monster lose 500 attack. That's pretty crazy. Okay. I see some more assault stuff. You got Zemon, the Ape King. So it's a Dark Tuner and 1 non-tuner beast type. So I'm thinking of Fableds. Why not? If this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate any spell or trap cards until the end of the damage step. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can select that monster and send one monster from your hand or side of the field to the graveyard to negate that attack. Sure. Doesn't seem that good. We got Frozen Fitzgerald. Needs a Dark Tuner and a non-tuner beast. If this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate any spell or traps. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you control no monsters. You can discard one card to special summon this card and face up defense position. It's got 25/25. Maybe for Fableds. I'll try it out. I like Fableds also. All right, we got Soldier Boy Smith. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard as a synchro material, you can add one Soldier Boy card from your deck to your hand, except this one. You can only use the effect once per turn. If this card is banished, you can activate this effect this turn. Zombie type monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. Okay. It's an okay card. Probably one of. Ooh, Hyper Psychic Blaster Assault Mode. So, same thing. Needs Assault Mode to be special summoned with the Hyper Psychic Blaster. If this card battles a monster at the end of the damage step, inflict damage to your opponent's life points equal to that monster's defense and gain life points equal to its attack. And then special summon a Hyper Psychic Blaster when it's destroyed. I was thinking of running like a Psychic Assault Mode deck, and maybe this is what I need right here. And it's really, really big. It's got 3,500 attack. The only thing is that this one doesn't pierce though. But this one can hit Cocytus and like hit him for 2,900, which is pretty disgusting. Sure. We got Arcane Apprentice. If this card is sent to the graveyard for a synchro summon, you can add one Assault Mode activate from your deck to your hand. You're probably gonna run Assault Beast over this. It is a tuner though. So the thing is you can use Psy Reflector with this one. I think, yeah, probably. It has the name Assault in it. Maybe make Aquarion Gandrix. It's another tuner. We got Assault Mercenary. Once per turn, you can return one Assault Mode activate from your hand or graveyard to the deck to destroy one Swallow Trap card your opponent controls. Doesn't target. Oh man. Oh wow. This is that's a 3-0 for sure. So I would probably play 3 Psy Reflectors, 3 of this dude, because sometimes you end up with like a bunch of assault modes and probably like 2 assault beasts, 1 to 2 of them. And you can just keep shuffling assault mode in and out of your deck. That's crazy. Good card right there. Non-targeting destruction is always awesome. All right, we got Nightwing Sorceress. You can activate assault mode, activate the turn it is set. Jester Lord. While this card is the only monster in the field, it gains 1,000 attack for each card in the spell and trap zone, so it can get to 6,000. So maybe if you like, no, I was gonna say Black Rose the field, but that just blows up everything. So bad card, a meme card. We're gonna skip all the normal cards, whatever. We got Assault Teleport. Return one Assault Mode monster from your hand to the deck. Draw 2 cards. Pot of Greed. This right here fixes the structure deck on its own, potentially, because sometimes you'll draw like assault modes by accident, and you need to special them from the deck. So awesome card, but it could backfire because let's say you have like 2 assault modes in your deck, and then you freaking put it back in the deck, and then you just draw 2 more. I can see people getting triggered real bad by Assault Teleport. But it's a good card. It needs it. Okay, we got Assault Revival. Remove from play 1 Assault Mode, activate from your graveyard, destroy all monsters you control, a special summon 1 Assault Mode monster from your graveyard, ignoring its summoning conditions. Its effects are negated, and it cannot be attributed. If it is removed from the field, remove it from play. It's a quick play spell. Just helps you attack. I can see this, let's see. It's probably like a one of, I would think, 1 to 0. This is more of like a OTK strat here. So that's what I think of that one. All right, we got Assault Slash. Activate when you control an assault mode monster, destroy all face-up monsters on the field. So this one kind of floats into so let's say you have the Red Dragon Archfiend. You blow up all monsters, then you go into Red Dragon Archfiend. Okay. It's whatever card. Another Mimi card. Kangaroo Champ. A monster that battles with this card is changed to defense position after damage calculation. So you can use this one with Tragedy. That'll be hilarious. Blow up all defensive monsters. We got Dark Spider. Once per turn, you can increase the level of one face-up insect type monster you control by 2 until the end phase. It's a level 1. Humpty Grumpty. It's a reprint. Once per turn, you can change this card to face down defense position. If it's flip summon, it gains 800 attack until the end phase. Whatever card. Titan Mask. It's a counter trap for zombie monsters. So when a spell or trap card is activated that targets one zombie type monster in the field and no other cards, negate it and destroy it. Kick Fire. Once per turn, when a face-up fire monster you control is destroyed by a card effect, place 1 counter on this card for each destroyed fire monster. During either player's standby phase, you can send this card to the graveyard and inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent for each counter. Probably a Fire Fist card. I kind of want to see this in Fire Fist. Okay. So that's everything. So here is my opinion. Here we go. So we got the Soldier Boy stuff is probably going to be pretty good. It does require some setup. A lot of zombie love. So there's probably going to be more zombie crap going around with Gazuki and Gaduki and Samurai Skull and all that garbage. There's some support here for assault mode. So I think assault mode it's not going to be amazing. It's not going to be amazing, but it's going to be pretty good. I'd probably put on like a tier 2. The Soldier Boy stuff, I would probably put tier 2 also. Just the generic zombie stuff, that's still going to be like down there at the bottom. I just don't see zombies being a thing because Zombie World needs so much setup and all that stuff. But definitely assault mode is going to be like definitely viable after this. So just be on the lookout. Hopefully you guys purchase all 3 of your assault modes because your King's Resonance structure deck, because you're probably going to need it for this. You're definitely going to need it for this box. So if you don't have the structure deck, I wouldn't even bother getting this because you're going to miss out on like half of the really good stuff. Unless you really want the Soldier Boys, which I do. But I have 3 of the structure decks already, so I'm in luck. But I'm still going to buy it budget, so I'm going to just try to get one of everything in this box and see how it goes. Just one buy through of this. But yeah, that's it. So I am going to definitely get this box. I like everything in here. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Deuces.